In the heart of Beijing, beyond the modern world of lights, roads, and rushing lives, lies a silent empire, an ancient fortress of power, ritual, and unimaginable authority. This city is not an ordinary city. It was once the center of the world, a palace so sacred, so restricted, that for 500 years only, emperors, queens, princesses, royal servants, and highly authorized guards could step inside. This was the home of the Dragon Throne. This was the world that shaped dynasties and ruled the fate of millions. This was, and still is, the Forbidden City. Imagine walking toward its crimson-red walls. Each pillar, each dragon carving. Each tiled roof whispers the echoes of emperors who once believed they were chosen not by people, but by heaven itself. The Forbidden City is a universe inside a universe. A city built with perfect geometry, aligned to stars, celestial directions, and ancient cosmic principles of power. Built during the Ming Dynasty under Emperor Yongle in the early 1400s, this palace was more than a residence. It was the heavenly command center, the earthly throne of divine authority. You enter through the Meridian Gate, the tallest, most intimidating entrance, designed to remind even royal ministers that before the emperor, they were nothing. This gate was used rarely, only for events of extreme significance. Even generals victorious in war could enter only through specific pathways. Every stone here has protocol, every door holds rank, every hall knows exactly who may pass and who must kneel. You walk ahead, and the sun touches the golden roofs. Roofs made from yellow glazed tiles, the imperial color, symbolizing supreme power. The temperature feels different, cooler, quieter, almost unreal. You are stepping into a world where emperors woke to music, not sunrise, and where time was measured by incense, not clocks. In the Forbidden City, nothing was ordinary. The emperor did not walk. He was carried. He did not speak. Audiences awaited his silence. He was, according to belief, the Son of Heaven. Further inside lies the Hall of Supreme Harmony, the world's largest wooden throne hall of its time. This is where the emperor sat on the Dragon Throne. Thousands of officials in silk robes bowed, eyes lowered, not daring to look directly at him. Imagine the sound of ceremonial drums, the echoing brass trumpets, the fluttering flags, and the synchronized movements of royal guards. No dust dared move in this hall, so prepared, so meticulously cleaned, that perfection was a requirement, not luxury. This was the platform from where emperors declared laws, marriages, punishments, wars, treaties, and successions. One command could end a life or begin a dynasty. One seal could change the fate of entire kingdoms. Foreign ambassadors trembled here, knowing they were not speaking to a ruler, but to someone believed to be chosen by the heavens to maintain the balance between humans and gods. But behind this supreme power was also loneliness, plots, secrets, and shadows. The emperor was surrounded not just by ministers, but by hundreds of eunuchs, men who had been physically altered to serve the palace. Men who devoted their entire lives to the royal household, who could never leave, who knew every back corridor, every whisper, every rumor behind silk curtains. In the hidden palace gardens, emperors walked rarely, guarded always. This was where they met their consorts, where poetry was written, where art breathed. But even in beauty, there was competition, jealousy, and politics among royal wives and concubines. Imagine the life of an empress inside these red walls, splendor around her, yet confinement of mind. Gold, jewels, and silks, but no freedom. The Forbidden City was ruled by rituals more than rulers. Every movement, every step, every bowl, every fan, every robe color carried meaning. No one could look the emperor in the eyes without permission. No one could even turn their back to him unless instructed by protocol. Ministers entered crawling or bowing, heads lowered, distances were measured, words were controlled. This palace also witnessed downfall. When the Qing Dynasty took over, the Forbidden City remained a glowing heart of power, but cracks appeared. Rebellions rose. Foreign powers knocked at the empire's gates. The Boxer Rebellion shook Beijing, and later the world began to change faster than the palace could. Emperors who once ruled continents now faced new forces, machines, guns, modern thinking, outside influence, and internal corruption. And then, in 1912, The last emperor, Pui, a child sitting on a throne too large for him, too heavy for any soul, was dethroned. For the first time, after half a millennium, the Forbidden City lost its emperor. Yet strangely, he was allowed to live inside the palace, even after losing power. Imagine the emptiness of corridors once filled with empire. Playground for a boy who was born to rule but never got the chance. A palace echoing with memories of drums that would never ring again. Puyi's quiet footsteps replaced the thunder of dynasty, ritual, command. The Forbidden City had become a museum in waiting, transitioning from empire to history. Today, when tourists walk through these gates, they witness not only architecture, but the weight of centuries. Dragons carved into pillars, golden lions guarding entrances, phoenixes symbolizing empresses, emperors, dynasties, cosmic balance, all frozen in time. Each courtyard is larger than the last, designed to psychologically prepare visitors for the emperor's greatness. Even the number of rooms, nearly 9,000, reflects celestial precision. The entire structure is organized according to yin and yang, balance, heavenly stars, and earthly order. As the sun sets behind its crimson walls, you feel the empire breathing within the silence. This city does not just exist, it remembers. It remembers power, uncertainty, betrayal, loyalty, silk, blood, gold, tears, and ritual. It remembers every emperor who walked here, every concubine who wept here, every eunuch who served here, every minister who trembled here. The Forbidden City stands today not as a palace, but as an entire universe of symbolism. It is not empty, it is filled with ghosts of history, with voices that still whisper through corridors, with the weight of decisions that shape the world beyond its walls. It is the perfect blend of sacred geometry, divine kingship, celestial alignment, and political power. And now, centuries later, though the gates are open, the palace still keeps secrets. Not everything is revealed, not every room is accessible. The Forbidden City still protects pieces of its soul. It tells us what it chooses to, it hides what it must. Because even today, the heart of the empire remains forbidden. In the silent echo of its golden roofs, one truth remains. Emperors fall, dynasties fade. Power collapses, but history carved in stone, and gold does not bow. The Forbidden City will continue to stand, watching centuries come and go, guarding the legacy of those who believed they were chosen by heaven. This palace is not merely a monument, it is time preserved. It is authority fossilized. It is the memory of China itself. The Forbidden City, once closed to the world, now stands as the doorway through which the world walks to witness immortality. As you exit these great red walls, remember that you do not leave history behind. History leaves its imprint on you. What was once forbidden is now revealed, but only as much as it wishes to be. The Forbidden City remains a kingdom of silence, power, and divine mystery, waiting for every new visitor to step inside and listen.